It was the most exciting 1 hour of waiting I've ever spent on an elk hunt.
There's a bull right there with 3 cows right behind us.
Hey folks, Randy Newberg here. Hope you're doing well. It is now off season. We just got done, wrapped up a season about a week ago, just in time for me to get a really bad virus when I was down doing a trade show in Vegas. So I've kind of been laid up for the last week, but it's given me a lot of time to think about a task that Michael told me we were gonna do, and it's called pivot points. Now, you probably saw we did a few pivot points on hunts from the 2022 hunting season. But we got to thinking about it, and there's a lot of episodes that are from years past, even some back in the old On Your Own Adventures days, that probably have real clear, easy to identify pivot points in each of them. So we're gonna put the links, I don't know how this works, down here, up here, like that. Anyhow, that's what the editors take care of, but there's links to the full episodes. So if you want to go watch the full episode to see where this, what's in my mind, the pivot point came from, you can do that. This is an archery hunt in central Montana. It was early September, it was warm, and the pattern of the elk, what they would do is they'd come off this private after feeding all night, and they'd come up in bed in kind of a weird pattern of BLM and more private. And we'd try to intercept them, and we were just not having any luck. We'd tried all kinds of things. We even tried staying out all night. That was a stupid mistake. If ever you see some of our stuff on the last day, you notice that we get a little more aggressive. Well, this big band of elk comes moving across this hillside out behind us. That's private. But they're kind of heading in a diagonal that takes them southeast, which if they go far enough, they're going to be on public. So we grab our stuff and we go way around trying to get in front of them. Well, unfortunately, they didn't go southeast once they got up on the bench. They went southwest, which took them back onto private. And this was a ridiculously big herd of elk. And the tendency that maybe some people would have had was, hey, it's my last day. I got to go there. I got to try to call one of those bulls off the private onto public. And I just didn't feel like that was a good strategy. My little bit of bugling is not going to compete with 150 cow elk and probably 30 or 40 bulls all screaming and doing their thing. So it's really hard to not let desperation sink in when you know it's your last day. When you see a group of 100 to 150 elk just going bonkers, it's the rut. You are pretty excited about the fact that they're bugling really hard, like really hard. Could I call one in? Well, I would have had to beat the wind. I would have had to outcompete all these other bull and cow noises. I just didn't feel like it was the right setup. So here's the pivot point. When you have that much rutting activity going on, you got bulls moving all over, I felt it was a better solution or a better option to go and set up somewhere where I was going to have the wind in my favor and wait for one of those bulls to do their thing. And again, there's always that fine line between being patient and being aggressive. In this case, there's no doubt the pivot point was we decided to wait them out, wait for the wind and everything else to be in our favor, and also make sure that whatever elk came out, we were taking a shot where when I shot, he went further into the public. And I ended up with the nicest archery bull I've ever taken. Sometimes you get lucky too. So, you know, a pivot point can really be enhanced when you get a little luck. And sometimes making the right decision in that pivot point will overcome a little bit of bad luck. So anyhow, that was one of those times where I really had to be deliberate, and it was hard. if you're one of those people who love chasing bugling elk, it's really hard to decide, all right, I'm going to wait this one out. But I did, and I was lucky to end up with a really beautiful Central Montana bull on that one. But if you want to see the whole episode, like I said, there's a link either down here or up here, or however the editors do that. I don't know. But anyhow, thanks for watching. We'll be doing a whole bunch of these pivot point episodes or videos. And we're going to start with most of the ones with elk hunts, because a lot of you watch our content and ask us a lot of questions about elk hunting. So we'll see how you like them. Thanks for watching.